Hey, what's going on? All right. It's amazing how when you're in the middle of something, time just seems to fly by so quickly. So yeah, I've been one of the things I've been working on is I wanted to back up a lot of these sessions here, these break sessions, to yet another place. Like I have it upload to Vimeo automatically, but I also want to be able to have another place that I can back up these videos to. So yeah, so there's like three different places the videos available. Like I have them on a random YouTube channel and Vimeo, which is what I use for the site, and then also another one, archive.org. People are familiar with that. Pretty cool website. I like to donate to them, like once a year. Their like whole mission is to archive the internet, which is amazing. So cool. So shouts to them, archive.org, which I will make one of the links that I add to this video. That's why we have these things. Archive.org. They're also the people behind the Wayback Machine. If you've ever typed in a URL into a website to see what it looked like before, that was probably the Wayback Machine. So archive.org, adding that link. Cool. All right. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully you are getting making some progress on whatever it is that you're working on. For me, it is getting these videos uploaded. Finished my laundry, so that was good. So got that all out the way. Working on backing up this stuff. And I didn't get a chance to yet, but I want to start working on this dashboard for my current side project. So, but yeah. And then going through these videos, I found one where I guess it got uploaded incorrectly or something. Something happened. And so it never showed up on the site. So luckily I had the backup of it. And so I found it. I'm going to hopefully try and get it to work. We'll see. I'm working on that. So yeah. All right, cool. So, but speaking of work, see the segue there? Professional radio show host. So at work, I was working on a project, which is cool because I get to work on some cool things. And so I made an update to something, right? Like a library or something. And what happened was that I pushed it, got it updated, merged it, everything's fine. But then there was like a small thing that I had to change or add or something. And so instead of like creating a whole nother brand, doing all these things, bringing it back down onto my local machine, make that one change, upload it, there's a whole other thing. I remember seeing on Twitter, somebody was saying that if you're on like a repository, so let me screen share here, a repository. I'm going to use nothing from work, but one that I've been using for is what I used for the media server. So it's the Node media server. Pretty cool. All right. So as you can see, looking at it, cool. Have it up here. All right. Now, when you're just on any repository, you can just hit the period key, the dot period. I don't know what, I don't even know it as a period. So yeah, you just hit that and it loads up a web editor in the browser. So it sets up VS Code in your browser of the repository. How cool is that? And so basically what I did was, now I don't know if it's going to let me, but I really hope it doesn't let me. But like if I wanted to the README, I could add something like if I forgot a comma or a period or something like that. And then what happens, at least what I did, was I was able to pretty much create like a branch from here and then just get that uploaded and create a PR off of it, a pull request, and then get it merged. So it was a lot easier than having to, create the branch, pull down the branch, make sure everything is update everything I need, and then do all that locally and then send it back up and stuff. So yeah, so that's pretty much just just hitting the period, and it's fully VS Code in the browser, which is amazing. So as you can see, like we're on the main branch here. Yeah, and it tells you that's markdown. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much everything. I wonder, can you install extensions in here? Oh wow. I wonder if it saves your extensions to, again, I don't know. I just needed it to like add like a period or something like that. So yeah, I wasn't doing anything too wild. But no, this is pretty cool. So now I'm wondering if this is part of the whole code spaces thing, because I signed up for code spaces a long time ago and I thought they were supposed to let me know when I was available for whatever. And I just pretty much forgot about it because I use other things like with Glitch, you can pull down a repository and you can put it back up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can push it back up. You can also spoke about them earlier today. CodeSandbox.io. You can do the same thing. You can pull down in the browser. You can pull down a GitHub repo, work on it, and push it back up. There's also a few other ones. I think StackBlitz, you can do that as well. So being able to code from the browser is a thing already. It's kind of amazing, but for it to be already in GitHub without a third party is pretty cool. So that's good. Now, like I said, I think it may have to do with, and by the way, shout out, I'm gonna post a link to this repository. I definitely need to buy this person a cup of coffee or something, or whatever it is that they had there that you can, yeah, buy me a coffee. I'm definitely gonna have to do that at some point, because this Node Media Server has been seeming to work pretty well so far for my side project with like the little testing that I've done thus far. So shouts to them. So let me add a link so you can check that out if you so choose later on. All right. So yeah, so there's that. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with GitHub code spaces, because as you can see here, it says that Vonage have code spaces, and they have access, code spaces access, but have not enabled it for your account. So I guess I don't have it. So maybe it's just something in GitHub. So maybe you don't need to have access to code spaces yet to do this. So, but if you're not familiar with code spaces, I figured just kind of go over it real quick. But basically, it's Visual Studio Code in the cloud. And it looks like it's virtual machines that you're kind of like renting in behind the scenes to get it worked out. Whereas like StackBlitz, recently they've come out to where like you could develop in your browser. So no virtual machines needed for certain things, not for everything, but for certain servers you can do in the browser, which is kind of amazing. You know, let me now that I'm mentioning them, let me StackBlitz. We spoke about it before on a previous show, but since I'm mentioning it now, it was the these backend beta ones. Let's see. Let me see. Where is it? They explained it somewhere. We spoke about it before, but you can check it out. But yeah, it's kind of amazing that you're able to. Is it in the blog? Let me double check. I want to check. Oh yeah, here you go. The web containers run Node.js natively in your browser. So I'm going to post a link to all of these in the video as well, since I'm mentioning them. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, y'all are. Have you heard of this? Have you done the period thing on the repository and it just pops up? That's kind of cool. That's kind of amazing. We live in amazing times. This one. All right. Save links. Cool. So again, so yeah, so blazing fast cloud developer environments. And so you're able to just spin up like a virtual machine and work on your code in the browser. And now I found this super hilarious. Like, okay, right here. All right. So the browser, right? So this is what it looks like in the browser as compared to the desktop. That's funny. All it is just adds the URL bar. That's hilarious. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, up to 32 cores and up to 64 gigabytes of memory. Like, wow. And yeah, it has pretty much the full power of Visual Studio Code. So, and then you can use it in these browsers here. Wow, faster than your desk, than your laptop. Oh, they're making bold claims here. My laptop's pretty good. I got a Core i9. I got, what was it, RTX 3070 in here or something like that. Like, mine's pretty spiffy. But and this is what I like for people who don't have access to high end machines, you know. So the browser, this is amazing. So yeah, you can spin up a new dev environment for any size, and then you don't have to have all that stuff, like all the node modules and all those other packages on your browser, on your computer locally. You know what I mean? So you just put them in the cloud. So if you're dealing, like if you don't do node a lot, if you don't work with node a lot, why have all these npm packages just hogging up your actual machine, your local machine, where you do other stuff with it? You know what I mean? So yeah, the web and the browser is kind of an amazing place to be able to code now. We spoke about, like, on Code Sandbox, they have their play.js, which is like iPhone and iOS devices, like having a actual IDE, like a web editor, like a code editor on your iPad, iPhone, whatever iDevice. So, but yeah, so the spin up is less than 10 seconds. You can do up to 64 gigabytes. That's pretty cool. RAM, nice. And so, oh, and then what's cool is you can standardize it. So, like if you're on a team and you want to make sure everybody has the same machine, because a lot of times setting up things, like you may not have the right version or whatever, like it could be a headache. So that's why people use like Docker or what have you. So with this dev container.json, you just basically set up everything that you need and how it is, like the linters and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then it has the browser preview and port forwarding, and then tab spaces. Pretty much, you can make it look however you want. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, cool. So yeah, you can do Python, C, C++, C Sharp. What? Oh, okay. Vue tooling for VS Code. Okay, and GitHub Copilot, which makes sense. Git Lens, Prettier, ESLint. Yeah, cool. So just yeah, day 2 of code spaces, shipped a pull request and started working on another one without waiting for a script bootstrap. That's cool. So I guess you pay as you go. So for the base one, it's 18 cents per hour. So that's cool. And then if you want space storage, it's 0.0 cent per gigabyte per month. And it's charged when inactive. So I guess if you have it saved, I have no clue. But yeah, there's a free trial, which I think I signed up for, but they never. Oh, well, maybe you can just do it now. Oh, maybe I should check my emails. That's cool. And they have like, and another cool thing is that if you want to just see like what Python looks like, or like Java, if you're building in those sort of things, kind of see how it looks, you can do that as well. So yeah, no, this is pretty cool. So again, just in general, the web is kind of awesome and getting more awesome by the day. So yeah, I just want to kind of show that. So cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with that some more. So have you tried Code Spaces or any other sort of? Oh, let me post a link to this also for the video before I forget. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? All right, cool. So let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah, stop sharing. Cool. I want to make sure I didn't hit disconnect because that would have been bad. All right, because the way my day's been going thus far, quite possible I would do that. All right, cool. So we're about to be out of here. So again, thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back 15 minutes after the hour with the final break for this week. And so if there's anything, again, if you want to show and tell or anything, feel free to sign up. If you need help or anything, we got the Hakos. Feel free to start one. Yeah, we'll get you all back to work. Thank you all for hanging out. Now, let me make sure there's no questions or anything. Cool. All right, now I need to figure out to get that missing break session video, get that working. But I think I did some stuff in the the dashboard where I can just add these things. So hopefully it won't be too difficult. All right, cool. So let me start sharing the screen so we can be out of here. Thank you all once again for hanging out. Good luck with whatever it is that you're working on, and let's get at it. All right, thanks y'all. Be easy. Peace.
Well, let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start.